Russia is not playing. If you remember, right before or during the invasion of Russia onto Ukraine, Mr. Putin gave a statement that as long as there will be a NATO expansion in the east, there will be consequences. Yes, but you'll remember also during that time when Russia was now invading Ukraine, we all heard that Finland and Sweden were now making moves also into joining NATO so that they can be protected, because they were also kind of concerned by Russian invasion to Ukraine. Yeah, and a few moments later, now we are speaking about 2-3 years back, both Finland and Sweden joined NATO, and people were hoping to to hear something from Putin, but it had been quiet. It had been quiet. Yeah, but we all know that the expansion of NATO is against Russian interest. So the question is, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, just to inform you, a few days back, Sweden has discovered that Russia has been building military bases close to Finland's border. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, but no one knows what he is up to. What is up to. So the question is, should we be concerned or are we safe? That's the question. So, but these are not my words. I think I'm going to take you through the article which has been written by Helsinki Times. Yeah, and after here, I'm going to want to hear your comment, your feedback. What do you think of the situation? Should we be concerned, or should we take this as nothing? Yeah, so this article is reading as follows: that satellite images show Russian military buildup near Finnish border. And this article has been released on 10th of May this year. Satellite images have revealed significant new Russian military activity near Finland's eastern border, with analysts citing increased troop accommodation, aircraft deployment, and infrastructure construction at key military bases. The images, obtained by Swedish broadcaster SVT from Planet Labs, showing activity at 4 locations: Kamenka on the Karelian Isthmus, Petrozavodsk, Severomorsk, and Olenia, Severomorsk Kaksi, or Severomorsk 2 and Olenia. The findings suggest Russia is reinforcing its military footprint in the region following Finland and Sweden's access to NATO. At Kamenka, just 60 kilometers from Finnish border, over 130 military tents have been erected since February 2025. The area, previously underdeveloped in the year 2022, now appears capable of housing up to 2,000 soldiers, according to SVT. Military analyst Emil Castehelmi described the changes as sign of increased activity and a delayed implementation of measures promised by Russia following NATO invasion. In Petrozavodsk, roughly 175 kilometers from the border, 3 large storage halls have been constructed, each potentially able to hold around 50 armored vehicles. A 4th facility is under construction as of April 2025. Analysts believe the new structures may have been intended to conceal the number of vehicles stationed there. North of the Arctic Circle, Severomorsk 2, a previously disused airbase, is being renovated. Satellite imagery shows multiple helicopters now parked at the base. Analysts suggest that the goal is to restore the runways for fixed-wing military aircraft. Further activity was not at Olenia Air Base, from where Russian strategic bombers are reportedly operating. According to Ukrainian sources, bombers flying from Olenia have been used in attacks on targets in Ukraine. Sweden's Chief of Defense, Michael Claesson, said the developments appear to confirm earlier Russian statements about military technical measures in response to NATO's enlargement. When we applied for NATO membership, Russia said it would take such steps. We are now seeing that is happening. Claesson said, Finland's membership in NATO, formalized in the year 2023, shifted the alliance's border directly onto Russia's northwest flank. Since then, Finland has moved to strengthen its own defense posture, including hosting a new NATO forward command center in Lapland, expected to be operational later this year. Though Moscow initially gave no visible military response to NATO expansion, the satellite imagery now points to gradual preparations on the Russian side of the border. The changes come amid ongoing Russian operation in Ukraine and sustained international scrutiny of Russia's military posture in the Baltic and Arctic regions. Finnish and Swedish defense officials said they continue to monitor the development closely. Tell me, what are your thoughts on this situation? Yeah, now Russia, has been quiet for some time, ever since Finland and Sweden joined NATO. Yeah, but now we see Russia has been up to something. They have been building these military bases close to Finland's border. What are your thoughts? Should the Finnish people be concerned, or are they safe?